use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another flight today, back with the big orange. We're in easyJet here at Manchester Airport, stand 215, and we're looking to take this beautiful A320 down to Naples in Italy. Sunny Naples, check the weather forecast, it looks absolutely gorgeous in Naples, so thought we'd take it for a spin down there. I think we need some sunshine, don't we? Although it's relatively decent-ish in Manchester this morning, as you can see. Looking much better in Naples. So I think we're all a little bit fed up of the grey winter months, so let's escape them and get over there and get some nice Italian sunshine. So we're looking forward to our flight today, so let's jump on inside. As you can see and hear, they are loading the catering at the moment and the fuel as well. So we'll jump on inside and get things set up. So here we are then inside the flight deck. We can go ahead and start configuring the McDo. So let's get our initialization request. Clear out those messages. And we're going to be easy 17 Romeo uniform. So let's put in our call sign. 17 Romeo uniform. Cost index of 4. Nice budget airline style stuff, and we're going to be cruising at flight level 370, and our ground temperature is currently +3, chilly, and our tropo, we can come to our OFP 26173, and we have 297267113. We'll put that there, 26710, oh 26173, my bad, 26173, it'll round it to anyway, 170, good. Wind, request, return, lovely, come over here, come up to the other side, AOC, receive messages, get our initial load sheet, which is 0 fuel weight 57.6. This is 57.6, and our 0 fuel weight center of gravity will be 31.6. 31.6. Throw that in there, and we are anticipating our fuel 10.5. Block. $8.5 is take an extra 2. There we are. Brilliant. That's that bit done, so we can accept that. We can return there. That is that there for now. Good. Let's go ahead and get our APU on. Lights are on as they should be. APU can come on. Beautiful. I think that's all good for now. So we come back across here. Alright, so you'll see the weather so far in Naples. 17 degrees, quite low pressure, 997. Winds variable at 6 knots. But 17 degrees, scattered clouds at 8,000, looking absolutely lovely. Cool. So let's go ahead and get our ATIS. Manchester ATIS, let's just call them up.
QNH0992. Ceiling 1100 broken. Landing runway 05 right. Departing runway 05 left.
05 left, wonderful.
Transition level 060. Numerous cranes in operation around Manchester. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Information Lima. Okay, so we've got information Lima.
Manchester Airport information Lima.
That's alright, that's cool. Thank you. Alright. so I've got information. Lima is 09902, which is set, and we'll be expecting runway 05 left, which is what we planned for. I do love it when that happens, so let's go ahead and populate our flight plan. EGCC departure 05 left, and it's going to be via the Listo 2 Sierra. So we can throw that in, insert that, and in Naples we're expecting runway 24, and that will be the Zulu and Erica 1 Alpha. There we go. Insert that. That is our flight plan done. Go to the performance page and get that sorted. So 5 left, dry runway, sync the load sheet, packs will be off, anti-ice off, 992, wind variable 1 knot. Calculate that. And it's given flap 1, down 0.1, flex temp 62 degrees, V1 148, 148, 148. Send to the McDo. That's all in and ready to go. Great, just wait for the passengers and then we'll be good. So we have a departure time off block of 9:15, and as you can see it's 9:02 at the moment, so we'll just wait for those passengers to jump on board, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. So I'll come back and you can join as and when those passengers are on board. See you in a bit. Alright then folks, so we're back on inside. It is 9:14, all the passengers are now boarded, so we're good to pretty much get going. And you may notice a slight anomaly over in the right seat. It looks like the jump seat is out of order, and so we have two gentlemen sitting on each other's knees. So I think one of them was along for the ride. He was supposed to be in the jump seat, but like I said, for health and safety purposes that can't be used. So for health and safety purposes, or whatever other purpose, they're going to be sitting on each other's knee. So yeah, they're with us today. Not sure what's quite going on there, but they seem to be quite chummy. So what we'll do is go ahead and get things underway. I think we have everything there. We have our final load sheet, so let's just check that out. And we have 143 passengers plus 4 infants. We'll accept that. We will return there. We'll go to the flight plan page, and all of that is set and hunky-dory. We'll get rid of this. We will lock our cockpit door, and we will get our clearance and get out of here. So let's get our IFR clearance. Oh, and this got a lady's voice as well. Sounds like Nicole.
Listo 2 Yankee departure. Squawk 2250. Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
2250.
Read back correct. Contact ground 121.855 when ready for push or start. Ground 121.855
signs on.
when ready. Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
And now they've changed. Okay, I don't know which one of them's talking, but we are ready for pushback. So let's go and ask for it then. 2-3 left now.
At gate 215, request pushback and engine start.
Well, that's going to affect things a little bit. So, oh, go away. I just pressed a button I didn't want to push on JSX because it took over Listo 2 Yankee departure. 23 left, check takeoff data, which we will have to do. Let's go to performance. 23 left now, so let's go over here. 23 left, sync, calculate, 151, 151, 151, send to the McDo, 151, 151, 151, 63 degrees on the flex temp, and flap 1 down 0.1. Okay, that's good. Now we can get rid of that message there as well. And now what's going on with GSX? What occurred? What button did I press? Oh dear. Push back. Handling operator. Anything, don't care. No de-icing. Doesn't have any real practical value in the simulator, so we won't bother with it. It's now 9:17. A couple of minutes late, but you can bear with that.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Cool beans, so am I. Thank you very much. Airport. Let's go have a little sneaky, squidgy look at the charts, work out where it is that we are going. Listo is 5,000.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Wonderful. 9:18. Come on, 9:18 on the push. Is that what we're going to get off block time? Gonna be 3 minutes late. That's not too terrible.
Locking gear.
It's a very good point. It's going to be facing east. Oh, I don't know. Or should we go facing south? Let's go that one. That sounds good. Facing a beam.
Brakes, please.
Releasing parking brake. Parking brake is
Commencing
released.
Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Sweet. Let's start the clock. So it's 9:19. Alright, let's go ahead and start our engines. I'm going to head and start engine number 1.
Continue taxi via Papa, Delta Zulu, Tango.
Cross runway 23 right at Delta Zulu. Continue taxi via Papa, Delta Zulu, Tango. Chaseplane 5 Yankee Kilo.
Turkish 9 Romeo Bravo. Gate 303 taxi via Alpha Foxtrot. Alpha, Charlie, Papa, Delta, November Delta, Romeo.
Gate 303 via Alpha Foxtrot. Alpha Charlie, Papa, Delta, November Delta, Romeo. Turkish 9 Romeo Bravo.
My name is Nolan. It's my pleasure to introduce the rest of the crew.
Chaseplane 5 Yankee Kilo. Contact Manchester Tower 119.405.
I'm working very hard.
Contact Tower 119.405, Chaseplane 5 Yankee Kilo. Bye bye.
But primarily for your safety.
Beautiful. Good start, engine 1. Let's start engine 2.
Most importantly, your attention whilst we take you through the safety procedures of this aircraft, an Airbus A320. Thank you.
We're now going to take you through the safety features of this aircraft. Please pay attention to the illuminated signs and crew instructions.
Please
The
set parking
location of
brakes.
the emergency exits
Brake
is
set.
shown on the safety card and is demonstrated by the crew. Please make sure you know where your nearest exits are. They may be behind you. Emergency lighting. In an emergency, leave all bags on board. To fasten your seatbelt, push the metal end into the buckle until it clicks. Pull the loose end
Flaps
to
one.
adjust and unfasten by lifting the top of the buckle. It must be fastened
Unlocking
when the
gear.
seatbelt sign is on, and we suggest you keep it fastened whenever you're in your seat.
Alright, 2 good engine starts. Flaps 1. We can dispense with the APU bleed. APU off. All is good.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. left is clear, right
Arm the
is clear.
spoilers. Water brake max. There he is. There's the pin. Wonderful. Thank you. Got a TUI Dreamliner over there. Right, we are good. Let's ask for taxi, please. Whichever one of you wants to do it.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform. Request taxi.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform. Runway 23 left taxi via Echo, Delta, November Delta, Kilo, Papa. Hold short, runway 23 right.
Safety information specific to this aircraft, such
Runway
as the brake
23 left
position
taxi via
and
Echo,
operation of
Delta,
the exits.
November Delta, Kilo, Papa.
Please now close your
Hold
seat
short
cable,
runway 23
put the
right,
armrest
Easy
down,
17
open
Romeo
the window
uniform.
Full
blinds,
left.
and fasten your seatbelts.
Full right.
Thank you for your
Neutral.
attention.
Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Let's go. I have down point 1 on the trim. Lovely. Delta. So it's a slight right here, and then we'll be going out that way.
Ryanair 1862. Gate 48 left taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, Alpha, Charlie, Papa, Kilo, Juliet, Golf.
Gate 48 left via Alpha Foxtrot, Alpha Charlie Papa, Kilo Juliet Golf, Ryanair 1862.
Let's slow it down. Echo. Then Delta and Lima. And slow down. We're going pretty fast. 17 knots. And we'll slow down again. Here for the turn. Here we go. On Lima. Ooh, Singapore. Hello. 2 Singapore Airlines in by those things. Beautiful A350. Now they've got us taking some... Ah, that's what I wanted. Thank you very much. That'll be Norman. Hello.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Cheers, Norman. Thank you very much. Have a good flight. There we go. Ryanair. Let's give him a moment to cross. No doubt he's going right over there. Clear right. Clear left. And go ahead and put on a predictive wind shear weather. TA. Let them know we're waiting to cross.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, waiting to cross 23 right.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, cross runway 23 right at Delta Zulu. Continue taxi via Papa, Delta Zulu, Tango.
Let's go.
Cross runway 23 right at Delta Zulu. Continue taxi via Papa, Delta Zulu, Tango. Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
There we can whack on the strobes as well. Runway is clear left, clear right. Alright, so we're going to follow Tango.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, contact Manchester Tower 119.405.
Contact Tower 119.405, Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
Flight plan page. We're going to be getting onto the runway right here, so let's stop here for a moment. Let's just sort out things here. So Listo, after Listo, Honiton, we'll go for that. Insert temp, and that's fine. Flight plan is good. Alright, I'm ready when you are. So whoever wants to request departure can.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, holding short,
Yeah,
runway
Ben.
23 left.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, Manchester Tower, wind 130 at 3, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff.
Let's be gone. Packs off.
Runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff, Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
Alright. We ready to go? Still rolling? Alrighty. Slight nose down pressure. Engines to roughly 50. Chrono. Let's do it. Stable. Flex. Manflex 63 SRS. Auto thrust is blue. SP's alive. Here come on, must take off. No blue. 100 knots. Neutral. V1, rotate. Does ready to climb, gear up. Nav. 800 feet. AP1.
Contact Scottish Control 13 for decimal 43.
Contact Scottish Control 13 for decimal for 3, Easy 17 Romeo
Thrust
uniform.
climb set.
Scottish Control, Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
Disarm the ground
1,900
spoilers.
feet.
Checking the temperature. 7. Coming through that cloud. Let's go ahead and get our engine anti-ice on. Pack 1 can come on.
180, Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
170. 170. Open climb. Flaps 0. Pack 2 on. Nose lights can come off. Beautiful. There we go for the climb out. Already heading to the sunshine, chat. Already heading to the sunshine. Good. So we're about to bust through these clouds so we can dispense with the anti-ice.
We recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes
Standard pressure
in just a few moments we'll commence our
set.
in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from a selection of fresh food available today.
Engine anti-ice off.
In your in-flight version.
Now we're about to have that hard turn to the right.
Hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payments in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join
Cabin can go about their business. There we go, we're on our way. See a little bit of ground down there, but quite cloudy across the northeast. So my flights. Here, weather and arrival. Check the latest for Naples. 18 degrees. How wonderful! 18 degrees in February. That is absolutely gorgeous. Very well, 5 knots. And scattered clouds at 6,000, broken at 8. It's going to be quite pleasant, I think, guys. There is 10,000 feet. Seatbelt signs off. And it's looking quite good up here, isn't it? So I've got relatively smooth there. Let's go ahead and take off the seatbelt signs, and that's it. We're just heading on up now. So I'll leave you to enjoy this until we get into the cruise, and then next thing you know, we'll be planning our descent into Naples. So I'll see you later. Enjoy the flight. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Welcome back, good people. Well, we're pretty much nearing our top of descent now, just about 20 miles out. Put in our performance figures, QNH, local pressure in Naples 995, temperature 13 degrees, winds currently 020 at 5 knots, and of course the Barrow at 540 for landing. So we've got we've also got full landing config flaps for our arrival. That's because earlier on I noticed on the METAR we had RERA, which is recent rain. That's since gone away, but because there has been recent rain, there's still a possibility it's going to be a little wet on the runway surface, so I'd rather not take any chances. We'll go in full flaps, plant it on the runway and get some decent braking so we can vacate. But currently, as you can see, the weather is showing no significant. Overcast at 8,000 now, and the temperature has dropped to 13 degrees. So although we were looking for beautiful sunny weather in Naples, it has since deteriorated a little bit. but it's still better than Manchester weather, so we will take it. So we're expecting ILS 24 Zulu. We've just had ATC contact us for ILS 24 with the Erica 1 Alpha arrival as well. So all that is working out well, and we're now just going to request our descent. So one of the boys over there can request our descent, which they've now done.
Descent to flight level 170,
170. Okay, got our initial descent, so let's head on down to 170. And there we go. On our way down, folks. So I'll see you as we get a little bit closer. As you can see, we're heading down to our initial there. You can see between 130 and 170. And I'll get back to you after we've passed our initial fix there of Erica, which is the first point of our arrival. And I'll get back in touch with you in a bit. Alright, so there is Erica. I'm just turning in now to our next waypoint. Is that Pazub? Pazub. So that's where we're supposed to be, between 130 and 170. And I think the aircraft's saying we should be at 170 by then. I'm thankful that we've just turned away from that big developing cell. Looks as though it's going to be a little bumpy, doesn't it, chaps? Hope you're both very comfortable there. I'm not quite sure I like how you're sitting, but never mind. Not sure what easyJet will have to say about that, but you know. So anyway, we are coming through all of this yucky red stuff, which doesn't look too wonderful, does it? Naples itself looks as though there might be a little bit of weather around there as well, so we'll see what we get into. But it's not looking as wonderful as I thought it would actually. When I planned this route, I thought, oh, Naples, the weather looks brilliant. Let's go get some sunshine, and now we've got overcast at 8,000 feet. What can I say? Is what it is. I think we'd better put the seatbelt signs on, don't you? Looking at all that, it's going to get mighty bumpy pretty quickly. We're now descending through 20,000. Yep, I'm going to put them on.
Emergency military, Fenix A320, descending via Erica, 1 Alpha, flight level 333.
Right, we'll go low water brake. I think we'll have that for the landing performance. Let's just check it out. So runway 24, we're going to go good to medium. We'll apply the METAR. 7, yeah, I'm not too sure it's going to be that. Okay, we'll see what happens. Right, landing weight is going to be, let's have a look at this. Fuel pred, 5761 miles, say 61.9, so I'll call it 62. 62.0. And we're going to go flap full, low auto brake. It doesn't like it. We'll have to go medium auto brake is better. I'll go medium.
Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, the seatbelt fastened.
And here we go. We're about to get some bumps, I reckon. Yep, there we go.
In an emergency, leave all baggage.
Oof. Yeah.
Please help us
Telling
by
me we've got some
handing in
bumps.
rubbish, newspapers, and magazines that you do not want to take with you.
Oh
The
boy.
toilets can no
Oh
longer
boy, oh
be
boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
0719,
Oof.
military, expect Latina Tree Alpha.
Yeah, from inside the cabin. Oy. Ooh. Yeah, not very comfortable, huh? I think you better leave your wine and your cider and your lager. So flight time so far has been 2 hours and 26. It is 11:56 and we had an ETA of 12:17. And our estimated arrival time, or scheduled arrival time I should say, is 12:30, so we should get in on time. And what, you got another call? No, not yet. Mind a bit lower now, please. Temps -4. Engine anti-ice, lots of moisture around as well. And look at that headwind, 45 knots, very breezy around. Lots of rain and nastiness around in these clouds, so we'll keep the engine anti-ice on for now as well. Seatbelt signs can stay on now for the rest of the descent. Pull in the range ring, both sides. Can we get lower? It's supposed to be 220 knots.
Descend to flight level 160, easy 17 Romeo uniform.
160. Look, lots of nasty weather. I mean, don't like the reds, but it looks like we're not going to go straight through the middle of that one. We're going to go around and then smack straight through the middle of it there instead, and hopefully just skirt around the rest. I think ideally I'd like to go that way, but then we'd have to get to 7,000 there, and I don't think we'll be managing that somehow. Oh, we've got the bento anyway, there it is. It's already in. So what we got? Above 11, above 10 and there, between 11 and 8. Again, we'd like to get lower.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, descend to flight level 130.
130.
Descend to flight level 130, easy 17 Romeo uniform.
That's fine, they should vector us down decently. There's lots of terrain around here as well, remember, coming into Naples, quite mountainous. So let's hope they factored that in as well. It's awful weather, so we can't see a thing. We are definitely well above any terrain at the minute. It's actually on that approach onto 2-4. There's quite a lot of elevated terrain around the area. Might be a bit breezy too around there, given the winds that we're currently facing. So we should get a bit of mountain wave quite likely. We shall see. It says ice not detected, which is wonderful, but we are still -4 degrees, and in all of this moisture, going to keep the engine anti-ice on. So I think 220 is still fine on the speed. Let me just check the charts, see if there's any other restrictions. Nope, not until we get to Palku, which is 210. And Palku is around here, I believe. Just past that one. 110.
Descend to flight level 110,
110 below.
17 Romeo uniform.
goes Palco, which is where we want 210. Decent rate of descent down to 110. Holding the speed well. Very bouncy in the back. Not a comfortable one for the passengers. There's the rain. Yeah, I think we've made the right decision for flaps full config. I mean, certainly this tells us that anyway. Even though there's no actual rain as yet, let's refresh the METAR. Still overcast. Apply it. Low. We could do low water brake. Might transition it across to low. Save on the brakes. It's usually an overestimate anyway, to be fair. We are having to land with a tailwind though. It's only 3 knots. But still. It's probably best yet full flap, so we don't float too much, hopefully. Well, he says. Don't want to float it too much, but again we don't want to smack it into the ground either, not too severely anyway. We are at now 110, wouldn't mind lower. Alku above 7,000 at 210. 10 miles to go. Let's pull the speed back now while we're level. And to help it out, we'll go flap 1, speed check flaps 1. Any chance of lower? Even if it's just down to 7,000 or 8,000 even, that would be good. You lads comfortable? No need to ask really, is there? We have blah blah, let's arm the speed brake. I think we're doing alright with the speed currently, so we can arm those. One less thing to do. Still waiting for lower. Temperature is now +2. Bit of blue sky, bit of blue sky. Oof. For a moment. I would like to go down. Get lower, please. Back into the soup. Just above 7,000. Here we go. 100?
Descent to flight level 100, easy 17 Romeo uniform.
Watch that speed. Okay. Deploy some spoilers. Let's start. There's 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get some lights on. And I'll go ahead and preempt, bring the speed back to 200.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
EC17 Romeo uniform. Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH0993.
Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH0993. Easy17 Romeo.
0993.
EC17 Romeo uniform. Cleared direct Bento. Cross Bento at or above 7,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 2.
And keep the speed brake out.
Cleared direct Bento. Cross Bento at or above 7,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 2 for Easy17 Romeo uniform.
Can't see a thing. So cleared for ILS. I think we'll bring it down to 3,300. Although that still says, is that +7? Yeah, it's +7 at Bento. Which we probably will be. Then we'll need to be 3,300 and then 2,200. And there's the heavy rain again. Alright, so now let's move on down to 3,000. And we'll pull this back now to 180. Down we go. I'll put in 2,200. And we'll go landing system. Approach. Autopilot 2. Cat 3 dual. AP 1 and 2. Let's make our way down, shall we? Glide slope localizer.
All aircraft be advised information Zulu now current. QNH0993.
Let's try and bleed off some of that speed, can we please, Mr. Aeroplane? Whack out the spoiler. We need to get down. Also need to lose the speed. Awful weather. Temperature +9. Give it another couple of degrees and then we'll switch off the anti-ice. Speed is coming back. Flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2. Let's bring back those spoilers if we can get away with it. Looks like we can. That 2 should be enough to hold us off. Hold off that speed. And you can see the crab angle that we have at the minute, 30 knots, crosswind. Far from ideal, and apologies for the view. Or lack thereof. Descending on profile. It's now ground spoilers. Lots of nasty weather. We know there's nasty weather. Let's check out the terrain.
EG17 Romeo uniform. Contact Naples Tower 118.5.
Over to Tower 118.
I'm tempted to go medium auto brake anyway because of the weather. Metar's not picked up the rain, but there's definitely a lot of rain. Temperature now plus 12. Get rid of the anti-ice. To land.
Runway 2 for clear to land.
Let's get configured. Gear down.
Fueling 6501, holding short, runway 06.
Okay, flap 3. Speed check flaps 3.
Runway 06 cleared for takeoff. Fueling 6501.
And someone's taking off. Okie dokie. Let's see how we get on with this one. Just over 5 miles to go. There's 5 miles. Flaps full. Speed check flaps full. Still can't. Just about starting to see a little bit of ground there now. Sorry guys, I thought this was going to be sunshine. Now look at this. Seatbelt signs are on.
Fueling 6501. Contact Roma radar 134.2.
Contact Roma radar 134.2, viewing 6501.
Okay, we have been given clearance to land, but can't see the runway. Because wipers on, not that it'll make much difference. Enjoy the landing. Runway in sight. Crosswind. 10 knots from the right, 11 knots, 12 knots. And climbing.
Above. Minimum.
Continue. Land.
retard.
Reverses. Spoilers. Reverse green, decel. Knots, reverses stowed, roll out to the end. Manual braking.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway. Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
Easy 17 Romeo uniform, contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er. Easy 17 Romeo uniform. Easy 17 Romeo uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Request taxi
the
to
cabin crew
allocated
will
gate.
shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging,
Ramp for 2
calls
via
or
Quebec.
internet
Easy
access
17
may
Romeo
now
uniform.
be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead locker. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not
Okay,
permitted until you
Quebec.
reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your EasyJet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official
Ramp
Facebook
42.
page, Twitter or EasyJet app.
That's 41. And switch off the weather radar. You're supposed to be over there, guys. Let's go. Taxi light off. If you believe can come on. I think we overshot there a little bit, didn't we? Let's see if we can make it work. At least it's not pouring down with rain here, but oh my days, the weather en route was a bit much, wasn't it? On approach. Once again, I apologise for the weather. I do apologise if it's not as sunny as I thought it was going to be. Maybe our next flight should be in Australia where they're having their summer. Or South Africa. That worked out in the end, look at that. Or as she's saying, we should go straight in. And stop there. Beautiful. Parking brakes are set. Right, engine 1 off. Engine 2 off. Bleeds are on, that is all good. Beacon light come off.
Boarding requested.
Fuel pumps off. Off to ground control. Seatbelt signs. Off. Whee. And there we go. 3 hours 2 minutes on the block time. So welcome down to Naples, everybody. Not the most pleasant weather, like I said, particularly on our approach. All has worked out well. We're down here, safe and sound, and I can let you know what the landing rate was as well, perhaps. Let's have a look. And according to Volanta, our landing rate was minus 122 feet per minute. Not bad, 122 feet per minute. Nice one. So we're down, nice and smooth. You could call that a butter. And here we are in Naples. So welcome everybody. Thanks very much again for joining on that one. Look forward to seeing you on board some more easyJet ops soon. And some other bits and bobs as well. We are going to mix it up a bit. And see what the next one brings, eh? So welcome down to Naples. Check you out on the next one. Stay safe, stay warm, and enjoy being in the skies. Talk to you later. Bye bye.